Hey guys, welcome. My name is Josh. We are here. Angelucci, say what's up.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing?
Woo. Doing pretty good. Good to have you back. Welcome.
Hmm.
Well, we had all these ideas. We actually have a little bit of a list about like what we're going to talk about. Try to plan it sort of in advance, even in the sense of just making some categories. But in the future, if you want us to have some categories of topics, just throw it down there in them comments. But today I have a story to tell, and it'll explain what the topic is today. So that
I've never heard this story.
oh yeah, it was
Coming
intentionally.
in,
It just happened today, and I wanted to save it.
anybody
It might
else?
be gross, so we might get the whole thing cut. I'm not sure.
Why
I
is it
went
gross?
to
Does somebody get wet or like doused with slime?
oh, there's wet.
I mean,
So
just go, just go, just go. I'll
I
just listen.
I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. Okay, it doesn't. I was going to Walmart. I went to Walmart, and I was like middle of the way Walmart, and I said, "Oh, let's go look at some toys." Do a quick turn. While I'm turning, I have the simultaneous thought, "You can sneak a fart out. Go ahead." So I was pivoting. I did the sneak of a fart. Shit my pants in the middle of a Walmart, guys.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
one of them boxers, huh? Okay.
I did cuts through the clothing aisle because I wasn't sure how visible this mess was. um, turns out it was fine. Not for me, but I tried to sneak out of there, and that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about getting sneaky stuff. That's a good transition, right? Hmm.
Yeah, and it's especially for topics that we picked. It's almost the exact same thing as shitting yourself in Walmart.
I just had to get out of there. So
Yeah,
the game or the
same.
receptacle today is this card box of Rook, and it's a card game where you gotta be clever and being clever, being sly. That's a sneaky adjacent thing, right? Right?
Yeah, clever.
I don't know. It's a bit of a reach.
Slickness. Yeah.
Let's see what's
I'm
up.
actually. I
Oh,
was
go ahead.
expecting much more from the story. The way you were leading up to it, I was expecting it to be like something crazy. I wasn't expecting you to just shit yourself. I thought it was going to be something wild,
No, it wasn't that great.
like
I really just
you
liked the fact
then
that
snuck in the
you thought I
back
was
and found
maybe
out.
going one way, but then I
And,
was going, then it went, no, it's sneaky. It's not about poop. It's not a poop episode. We can't talk about poop the whole time and expect someone to watch it.
can't talk about poop, Josh.
Yeah,
Can't talk about poop all the time.
you can't do that anymore. Uh,
Yeah,
all right, first
yeah.
topic up. We got I tore it, but it's
Which
secret
one?
snacking.
Yeah. So I try to be slick. I do. I don't want to impress everybody, but I do a little bit of jujitsu here and there, right?
Yep.
Um, Usually my classes are pretty late at night. Try to sneak in a quick trip to like 7-Eleven on the way
Oh,
home, buy
little
myself a
dog.
quick snacky snack. My wife has since picked up on it,
Because
and
she
it's become a
kisses you
major.
immediately as you get home so she can smell the
Yeah.
chili dog, the buffalo chicken roll up.
Usually it's just like a fruity Gatorade or something, like something super sugary.
Oh, you're a
And
sugar boy. Okay.
yeah, want something sugary, but it's become a major problem in our household. I think it might be the straw.
Yeah.
Keep trying to sneak in that 7-Eleven trip every once in a while. Yeah,
Dang.
there's my secret snack. That's how I
Well,
snack. Or sometimes I go to Dunkin' Donuts on the way to, for those of you who don't know what Dunkin' Donuts is, maybe get a map and find out where they are. I'll get to Dunkin' Donuts. I get myself one of them iced coffees. That's my secret snack. I'm a drink guy. I like to drink. I
wait.
don't eat stuff.
Yeah. See, I was a carb boy. Usually it was like honey buns or something like that, but I would go just the same way for like some good taquitos are dope or empanadas whenever that you are lucky enough to have empanadas available at the corner store. So snacking though. So tell me about the cold coffee dumping sugar in it because a cold
Yeah,
black coffee
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
incredible.
No, 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 no. I don't want that. Cold black coffee tastes like somebody put their cigarette out in some water and then I just drank it. I don't like that. I,
Well,
yeah, I want I like a mocha. I like a nice iced coffee with mocha cream and sugar. I want to throw a double sugar in it.
double sugar. I really like the
I don't
chai,
like whipped cream though. Shy?
even if it's the real like whipped right now. Just now I whipped some like with a fork.
I just found out?
Huh?
that chai means tea.
Yeah, dude.
So when people say chai tea, they're just saying tea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think TD is a funny word.
TD.
So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, it's funny. Also, like you can order a dirty chai. You know, that's got the espresso in it, and people have
Mm,
asked for a dirty chai, less chai. So dirty tea with not as much tea as you normally would have poured tea. It doesn't make. I don't like it. But same as shrimp
mm.
scampi. That's just shrimp. You know,
That is shrimp. I never.
scrump.
I
Which
don't
I'm
like.
not mad about.
I don't.
You know, you ever
I
had
look.
shrimp?
Yeah. Like when people say like ATM machine, like the M in machine is for.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, people that happens all the time. They sneak that extra word in there.
They throw it in there. Yep. Um,
Trademark. Sneaky today. We're being sneaky. We're sneaking words in.
sneaking words. Yep.
Mm.
Sometimes people like to do that. I don't have
But
anything to
yeah,
elaborate with. I'm dry. Damn.
that's my snack. I don't do carbs. I don't do that stuff. I do
Oh, going back. Yeah,
drinks.
drinks. That's where we were.
Drinks. I do drinks.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, some people do the sugars. I'm more of a most of the time lately, I just like some carbs, some piece of meat or cheese or something. Yeah.
Mm.
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 But I've been getting really strict in the diet. And
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm just some fasting, a little bit more exercise. And,
Mm.
you know, I quit smoking, and that was kind of like a domino. So I'm not drinking as much. And I'm trying to watch the weight and focus on other things to help me not sneak in a cigarette. Huh?
Mm. I think I remember seeing you smoke like 5 minutes ago. So
Oh, no. Cigarettes, dude.
never mind.
Marijuana's not a drug. It's a blessing. It's
No, I just
church.
added you on. Sorry, guys. Just kidding. Just kidding. Drug Enforcement Agency.
Let's move
Just
on.
kidding. DEA.
Oh, okay. Oh, avoiding embarrassment. One time I was camping and those mushrooms had consumed, you know, and I was like pretty deep in it, as were some of the other people, not everybody. But I didn't think everyone knew that I was tripping. Although in hindsight, everyone knew I was on drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Big campfire, I'm chilling, and then like some of the men, they come out and they come out of the tree line and they're carrying this gigantic log, you know, and they're like, "All right, help us out." So I'm like, "You don't want me to help you, but I did anyway." So I grabbed the end of this piece of wood, barely any responsibility, right? And we get close enough, and the guys, I don't know what they're saying because I am tripping, but they all say, "Okay, we're gonna drop it on three. 1, 2, 3." And I was trying to understand one word of what they said while they all dropped it, and the shaft of this giant log going directly into my spine or my hip, and thereby my spine, really messed me up for a few days. Like I was messed up. But I tried to play it really cool, so I spent the rest of the night just laying on the ground by the fire, which is where I should have stayed in the first place. I think
Mhm.
I got away with it. Everyone knew I was messed up and on drugs.
Now they all knew it, and your hip hurts.
Yep.
Mm.
It was quite an amazing
Mm.
feeling. I mean, that kinetic energy, I don't think I've felt it. I've been hit by a car. It didn't feel the way this log felt. Twice.
You hit by a car twice, or didn't feel the way the log felt twice?
Same car. No, two different.
Backed up on me. Yeah. Yeah, we used to, try to get away with that kind of stuff when we were teenagers, right? I'm a teenager, and
Hmm.
back in the day, I won't say that I would drink underage, but you know what I mean? I love Jesus, but I drink a little. So when we were kids, we go to, I lived in Philadelphia in row homes, right? So everything's super tiny and everybody's close knit. And as soon as you walk in your house, your entire house is alerted that you're alive, right? And when you're drunk, your mannerisms are multiplied tenfold, right? So I would always come in after drinking with my friends, like, my mom would come downstairs like, "You're 16. What are you doing? Right? Why are you like this?" And I would like
Oh,
convince
you
her,
like
like,
this?
yeah, convince her. I'm like, "Mom, it's not what you think. It's not like that. It's just I'm really tired. I played basketball all today. Like I'm just it's hard for me to function and say words." But one time specifically, I remember trying so hard to sneak past and trying so hard to prove that I wasn't intoxicated, that I was crying to my mom, like pleading with her to believe me. You know, when you wake up that next morning and you have like that moment of clarity where you're like, you just look in the mirror. I was butt naked, covered head to toe in graffiti from my friends. So, so the night before, I was standing in front of my mom, butt naked, covered in graffiti, trying to convince her that I wasn't drunk. That's
Jeez.
that's when I was trying to be sneaky as a child. It never worked. You never realized. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's Lucci.
you never realize when you're growing up, your kids know exactly what's up.
Oh,
You're not
dude,
getting known by them.
totally. Yeah, I tried to lie to my dad, and like when I forgot what I did, but I put a pretty big scratch dent in my dad's car. Like it was good. It was a good one. Forgot what I did. But I spent the whole night staying up late trying to figure out what kind of lie I could tell to make it not my fault. And the lie I told, I don't remember, but I know it was absolutely absurd. But when I thought I was getting away with it, I finally looked my father in the eye, and I can't describe the way I don't. It was like so dead. He's like, uh
Yeah,
huh,
no, this is a worker, right? Okay.
hmm. But he didn't. He just let me lie, and I think that was honestly one of the worst punishments you could get. Like I knew like that. I knew pretty much like the next minute. My dad knew I was lying, but the fact that he didn't call me on it, even though I could tell, like that really hit me hard. Pretty good punishment, honestly. I was tortured about that.
It's like as he's walking away, you're like, "You believe me, right, Dad?"
He's gonna still go to the game later.
Yeah. Do we still have a catch? He's like, "Oh yeah, there's a bear. A bear hit the car." Oh, okay, yeah, totally.
Yeah. So the bear got in the car and then back in the car later.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, I get it. Sure, yeah,
Hmm.
totally. That's believable. All right, see you later.
What else we got? Let's do
Yeah, what's
oh.
next?
Ooh, okay, a little change of subject here is Irish goodbyes. So it's just sneaking. You're just trying to get out of there. Whether it's a business meeting or just a party, do it all the time at a party or a
Yeah,
Christmas party. That's the best place to Irish goodbye, dude. Absolutely.
yeah. I used to do it from the bar all the time.
Oh yeah,
We'd be out, and all of a sudden I would just take off, hopping. Back in the day, we had to use cabs. We couldn't
yeah,
call an Uber. We had actually cab places, all threes cab company. That's my
yeah.
Irish goodbye thing. I used to do it from the bars. I can't do it so much anymore because I have for like family events. We used to just bounce them. Now I have a kid and my
Oh
kid has to
yeah.
take a
It's over.
and
You're over.
that's the worst.
Let me ask you, when you like, it's impossible now, but now it's clear you're gonna leave, so people come up or whatever. Hey, it's been nice and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it
Like,
takes a
what do you
half hour to
say?
pack up.
Yeah, in that half hour you're trying to pack up and get out, how many times do you think you like are responding to someone just being like, yeah, like no, we're not doing new topics now. Remember that? People would do that. They're like, I forgot to tell you, like my hand's on the door, dog. Like we're going
Yeah, that's my point. Like that's why I think
right
Irish goodbye
on, put it in your pocket.
it's a pivotal piece of society because like people don't understand like it's goodbye time. That's why I think most people are NPCs. Like they're non-playable characters in the world of
Whoa,
this matrix, and they
okay.
just can't take me leaving. So I have to just leave you. I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm going to leave.
I don't think I would call it NPC stuff. I think that's a little bit not great. I might say like I am also at times a very selfish person, and I just don't want to be there, so I just leave. So I'm reminded of like when I lived in Portland, I would bicycle everywhere because everywhere's bicycleable. So I would smoke cigarettes. I go outside, have my beers, and smoke once in a while, and then just one of those times, I keep going outside and seeing my bike. So one of those times, I just get on the bike and I just leave. That happened a
Yeah,
lot. When there's nothing really wrong with it, you're not really like hurting anybody's feelings,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Just time for bed.
Yeah. Gotta go. I gotta
Yeah.
go.
I
I'm
had
too
a
socially awkward to say goodbye.
I had a really good friend who would usually party at his house, and he would just get drunk or high or too much of whatever, and then just in the middle of the party, he would just like turn off and go straight to his bed, and it's over. He's going to bed, closing the door. He's not getting back up. It's
Mm-hmm.
like instantaneous. He's like partying, and then he just goes straight to the room.
Power down mode.
Yeah, like absolutely untouchable. Politic. You ever
Oh,
seen some politics be sneaky? Now let's not make some lines in the sand or nothing. Everyone sucks, so let's just do that. All the politicians are bad. What's a sneaky one? Oh, I didn't inhale. That was kind of sneaky.
I mean, we did have that whole conspiracy where one of our presidents was messing around with an intern, and that could have happened. That was
Yeah, he was
relatively
caught
sneaky, I would
sneaking,
say.
and he was trying to
Yeah,
sneak his way out of it. When honestly, I
yeah,
always say that he should have said from the beginning, "Shut up." Like,
yeah.
were you macking on the lady? And he should have said, "Why do you care? Let's get back to work." You know what I mean? Like, let
Yeah.
my wife destroy me. Not you're good. Don't worry about it. It's personal. You know what I
Shut
mean?
up.
Shut up. Hey,
What
leave
a
us.
great response for the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Shut up. And then
hey,
questions,
shut
questions.
up.
Shut up.
Sir, we're under oath. We're going to need an answer. Shut up. How about that?
Yeah. See, I think there's needs to be
Mm-hmm.
more room for that in politics, even though there's always the clandestine whatever stuff that chess games are happening and power plays and all this crap that they do on the shows. That's probably at least
Yeah.
half real in some ways, just not as
Mhm.
pretty looking. Most
Yeah.
of them are old and wrinkly.
Well, it's all a script that's been built in this matrix that we
On
live
this
in,
matrix in which we live.
in which
What do
we
you
live.
think?
Yeah.
Well, we aren't batteries, if that's the case. We're not human batteries being fed like VR in the Matrix. Because we don't
You're
make that
the
much electricity.
you're the guy.
I'm the
You're the
guy.
one that knows about everything.
I'm one of them.
Good.
We couldn't be batteries because we don't produce enough
That's
electricity. It's a
You're
word.
not
It's a
producing
waste.
enough
So what?
electricity in the form you're in now. We don't know what your actual form is.
Oh, what if I'm a gigantic, like mega elephant? Like,
What if you're just a big toaster? It's like
I don't want to be a
you
toaster,
don't
bro.
know. You have no idea.
But I don't want
Anyway,
to be. I don't want to be a
so
toaster. Is all I'm saying.
toaster. I don't know why I said toaster. What the
I would be a
what
toaster
does that have to do?
strudel. I would be a toaster strudel, nice and hot.
With somebody saying something but like, I don't think my father, the inventor of toaster strudel, would appreciate that. It's from Mean Girls.
Mean
So
Girls.
no
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
no, no one
yeah.
ever gets it anymore. And I'm like, damn, you did so funny. Try
The
to sneak
inventor
that one in
of
every once in a
toaster
while.
strudel. Oh.
I don't think my father, the inventor of toaster strudel, would appreciate that. One of the things that I hate, Josh, is like when people have like a clear agenda, and no matter what you say or no matter what the topic is, they're popping that agenda in there. They'll be like, "We need to donate more money to like parks or whatever, so that we could, we got to clean up these parks." I'm like, "Well, we wouldn't have to clean up these parks if everybody didn't have a gun." And then somebody else would be like, "Yeah, but with, you know what I'm
If
talking about?"
everybody
Like, yeah,
had
yeah, yeah. If there were, yeah, but if everyone had a gun, then the good guy with the gun would kill the litterer. And then they just go back and forth, and all of a sudden we're like, well,
Okay,
are
okay,
we?
let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna pose. You're a gun guy. I'm gonna pose a thing, and you have to tell me how guns would actually. You really, give me some counter argument. So, okay, we did park. Now, how would everyone having guns be for like the cyber infrastructure of America being so far behind the rest of the
So
world?
far behind? Well, there's an obvious reason that we're so far behind because nobody's motivated. Right? We don't have anybody out there motivating our people to get for America to catch up. One of those reasons is all of our guys are so focused on going out and buying guns and purchasing more guns and more ammo, and they're not paying attention enough to the cyber infrastructure of America.
We could be clicking so much faster
Yeah,
if
I could
everybody
probably
had
do
an
it the other
AR.
way. I could probably do it the other way too,
Oh,
because all these cowards are out there taking our guns. So now they don't believe in the Second Amendment. How can we even focus on infrastructure if we don't have our basic rights? I don't know why my gun toting guy is always kind of Southern, but not really.
yes, I would say like Western Colorado, West
Yeah, like
South.
hip shooter.
Little hit
You
shooter.
guys couldn't see my hands when I did that. I
Bitch.
did this.
Yeah. Well, it was like gun fingers. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, here's one.
I can turn that literally into any political argument for guns because I've seen it done over and over again.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. It's kind of fun. Okay, so this one's Ninja Time. So Ninja Time would be like, like actually trying to be sneaky physically and not getting caught. Would you say that you're a heavy stepper? Everyone knows when you're coming, right?
Yeah. I'm like really big. So it's very difficult for me to be light on my toes.
At least a little bit of lumbering sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I'm out of breath constantly. I'm always
like Biggie Smalls.
Yeah. 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 I don't know if I could physically sneak in. Can do. I don't know if I could physically sneak places anymore. I do a lot of mental sneakiness, though. A lot of mental sneakiness.
Mental?
I don't know about physical sneakiness.
Mental ninjas. Talk about it.
Yeah. I'm the king of getting people to leave positions that I don't want them to be in anymore.
Ooh.
So one of my go-tos is like if I'm working with somebody closely every day that I don't like and that I don't want to work with anymore, I usually convince them that it's probably better to go for them and their family if they move on. You got to get their family involved. Big piece of their family. Much better for everybody if you move on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
I do it all the time. I've actually built entire teams for myself just based on telling other people to leave. Works a lot. It's really, really super sneaky. That you'd be so good at this other job, or you'd be so good at military.
You'd be such a great chiropractor, bro.
Oh my God.
You always be pumping that back. Is that like what you do to like the little E1, E3s and such? E4s?
Yeah, it's like the guys that I don't like. The alpha type.
Yeah,
the
turds.
People that I don't want to deal with. Man, get out of
guys.
Here. Yeah.
Ballet dancers, right?
I got your tough guy right here, right? Don't need any tough guy.
See? I've tried to sneak a few times. One time I tried to skip school in like 6th grade, 8th grade maybe. It was this thing, me and my friends go skip school, but for some reason I wanted to go to school, and when the bell rang, run. I don't know why. It felt like a movie or something. So we were out by the buses. All three of us meet. Why? And then we start walking away. And a teacher saw us, and he's like, "Hey!" And we start running. We go into the big ditch. We have like big ditches in Louisiana, drainage, like an arroyo in the western side, but smaller. A culvert, is that what you call them? Like out behind the houses and such?
Yeah.
Anyway, we go in the ditch. The ditch is a little bit steep, and I'm panicking, and I can't make it up before the teacher gets there. So I got caught sneaking. I really just gave up. I probably could have got away.
Yeah, if you're around, man. I really understood about teachers get like or your principal gets like personally offended when you skip school.
Yeah.
They're like, man, they're like insulted. They're like, why do you care? Mark me down as not there and tell my mom. Like, you're getting paid.
Yeah, you're not getting paid to run. I mean, I guess, like, if you want to get moral, like, he is responsible for the kid, more or less. He's the big babysitter in the house, big pimpin', you know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm responsible for chasing this kid in a drainage ditch.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about safety when it comes down to it. I could sprain my leg while chasing one kid, and then the bad guys come in and get all the other kids while I'm not there. Ooh, corporate sneakiness? This reminds me of when all the old, what's the old saying? What happens when all the candy makers in the world are in a room together? The price of candy goes up. So, like, that's been happening for definitely the past decade, but it's always been happening, like inflation in general. But specifically, I'm reminded of the Twinkies. R.I.P. original Twinkie, because whatever is going on now, they're so tiny. Oh, I just saw a good sneaky with Twinkies. Sneaky Twinkie. There's a box now. They're selling a big box, and it's individually wrapped. I think they're called like I don't think they're called Little Twinks. I don't think they're called that, but something similar to a Twinkie, like Twinklets. No, that can't be right either. But anyway, they're just like little corn dogs, like tiny. Now they're making the Twinkies even smaller and selling it to you in a big box for an upcharge, of course. It's that's some sneaky stuff.
It sure is.
I don't like.
You know the company Temu,
No,
TEMU. Man,
no.
what was that? What was that? It was like the foreign company that would sell stuff. That there was like that conspiracy for a while that they had like kids in their they were selling kids in their
Oh,
drawers. And,
oh, oh. Furniture now time.
yeah,
Yeah, that the furniture
what was
online
it called?
store.
What was it called?
Yeah, it's gonna kill me too.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
one of these things that recently picked up on is like this company Temu is much like, damn, what was that company called? It's gonna kill me because I have to. It's Wish. No, is it Wish?
Wayfair.
Wayfair. Wayfair.
Yeah.
Right, Wayfair. Right. So Wayfair is owned by the was owned by the same people that own this new one, Temu. And what they do is they sell crazy, crazy high quality stuff at a super low price for
Mhm.
like 6 months, right? They do it for like 6 months. And then they outsource all their stuff. They keep the website going on. The product quality drops. Everybody's hooked on these things. They've all put thousands of dollars worth of orders in, and now they're getting way less quality than what they would have gotten originally.
Wow.
So then that company takes a dive, and then the next company jumps in, right? And now it's this Timu. But this actually goes back years and years and years. It actually happened with IKEA. So IKEA was crazy top of the line furniture when IKEA first came on the market. Now
Yes.
IKEA stuff falls apart if you lean on it the wrong way. But they're all
Really?
priced the exact same way. Yep, they got everybody hooked on the name brand. IKEA became a name brand. They dropped the
Yeah.
quality and took the money and ran, man. But
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
a
their
lot of these
paneling is
companies.
kind of a little more foamy than I remember. If I
Mm-hmm.
recall correctly,
Yeah, everything's particle now. But
it's very particly. It's like a new kind of
yeah,
particle.
that's all of them. Wayfair, Wish, now this Timu guys. That's what they do for like they'll get everybody buying their stuff, and then in 6 months they're going to drop the quality, outsource everything
Yeah.
to foreign country, and then make some cash.
Yeah, and it's like the same old tale as old as time. Snuck in a little Disney reference there. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah,
it's always been happening like that. It's how capitalism works, and then something's got to give, and it's not going to be a profit. You know what I mean? Uh,
one more. I got
oh,
something.
go ahead.
I got something I have to say that I was hoping we
Ooh,
were going to talk about, but we didn't talk about.
did I miss it?
You know what I don't like? Remember we talked about it briefly, but like the swap actors out.
Oh, yes, yes,
Remember
yes.
when they swapped when Katie Holmes' life went to absolute hell because of Scientology, and they swapped her out in Batman for Maggie Gyllenhaal. I mean, I just
Yeah.
it was just like, okay, all right. Or like in the Iron Man movies when they subbed in Don Cheadle, and you're just like, guys, we can't just at least kill him.
Or the grand
I
titan of
don't
all
know.
this, Aunt Vivian from Fresh Prince. No, I mean it was so blatant and obvious. She didn't even just change actors; like the character, like fundamentally
Had
changed, and no
had no
one batted an
personality
eye.
after that. Yeah, she just had
She
no
just became the
personality after
smiling,
that.
laughing mom. Like, oh, you
Yeah,
kids.
they just snuck all this stuff, and we're all just supposed to accept it.
Yeah,
No, no,
yeah.
I've heard
I
of
think a
us,
big one
Matt,
also
that
was
you
the
make
Game of
it work.
Thrones guy. The Game of Thrones guy who was like Daenerys' lover in the desert. He was from the
Yeah,
I don't know. He was the big killer with the knife. He throw the knife at the guy and he dies. He was
yeah.
like this Fabio looking Chad with long blonde hair. Oh, that's
You?
anyway. It
Do
was a
I
guy
like
like
you?
me but with muscles. Uh, and then like he was in one episode, and then the next season comes around, totally different guy, dark hair, big black goatee, totally different character. They just changed him fundamentally. They talk about it in the interviews. He says that they literally told him, "You can play this character however you want. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about the other guy at all." I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
Well, guys, we made our money. You know, they're going to keep watching. Doesn't matter who Aunt Viv is, right? Doesn't matter who
Yeah,
if it's Katie Holmes or not. These morons are going to keep tuning in. They're going to keep
these
looking at
yuck
it.
yucks.
No, I think once they change a character out, if they don't explain it or they don't at least make some kind of like funny colloquialism towards it, like just some funny joke about it, I'll accept that.
Yeah,
But just to ignore it completely, no.
I do like. You mentioned Cheadle. Cheadle did that when he was a
Yeah,
War Machine. They
yeah,
called the character Downey looks back. There's Don Cheadle. They walk up, do the shaky hand, and Don Cheadle said, "Look, it's me. I'm here. Deal with it." And then they go, and it played into the scene,
Yeah.
but it also was like a little, yeah, it's me now. I'm Terrence Howard now.
Yeah.
Man.
They should make those kinds of jokes when things like that happen. And then everyone would
Yeah.
be like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But no. Like you probably don't. Do you watch Rick and Morty?
I've seen like maybe the first two seasons.
Yeah, so the dude had like invented it and is like the voice of the main character,
Yeah,
Rick. And
Roiland.
he's like he got in some kind of trouble, right? So they're going to just replace him.
Oh, he got out of trouble, or at least proven or acquitted or something.
Doesn't matter. Court of public opinion. They had to get rid of him.
Dang. Well,
It don't
and
matter. It don't matter. It's like Amber
I'm
Heard.
not really
Even
mad
Angels.
about it. I mean, I like Rick and Morty's, but he also plays other voice actors or voice characters, and I don't know. I think like his comedy kind of is in there. He's the same character no matter what. Kind of. He plays like two jokes. He's like, "Stick this up your ass, Morty," or "I don't want to stick it up my ass, Rick." You know, like that's the two personalities he can do. That's his comedy. So I'm not saying that it gets old, but it kind of gets old sometimes. That's why I only did 2 seasons. I don't know. Still
But what
good.
I'm saying is, it's his show. He invented it. They're going to replace him. It'd be like replacing the
his
South
show.
Park guys. You know what I mean? Leave it.
This has been a show. This has been a GORP. I have been a Josh. Thanks for coming out, guys. Make sure you check us out on the I don't know, the TikToks and stuff. We're at GORP Show on X. Gonna give it to you, baby.
No way.